what it is. Donald Trump ain't the problem. It's the system that's the problem. It's the system that says no Jews. When they go on a swastika, you know what I mean? Blood and soil, blood in the neck. You got to understand what it is. He's bringing it all out. And everyone thinks he's personally with them. You know what I mean? That's the slave master mentality. We bring the slaves, bring them in there, tell them A, B, C, D. When I say D, you got it. Go get the other one, bring him in there, say it. Then he bring them both together. He make his speech about what we're going to do. Each one go back to the masters with me. You know, he is bringing that all out, man. You owe him a debt of gratitude because no one else can bring out this type of a passion and emotion for people that's standing right next to you that you think is all right to be anti-Semitic. And run over here to be anti-black. You know what I mean? You know because you see their views and how they perspective what they do. It let the chips fall where they may. Every utterance that he makes, every deed, every action is vetted, scrutiny that's unparalleled. But in so doing, that means you got to investigate the investigator and investigate whoever the other ones say. And so you're gonna find out that and this shit ain't over when they get through. But look at how they are empowering Russia. They have made us a Russian territory, a Russian satellite. How can Russia have intelligence so far superior to our intelligence that they can find 35,000 lost emails and we can't find them? How can they be so powerful that they can tell us, dictate who's going to be the president, who's going to be whatever's going to be in the collusion? You know what I mean? We are empowering them, and they have been the enemy from JF Kennedy when he was telling back there in 1963 when he made the nuclear speech. You know what I mean? You got to understand what it is. God is using this man, and this man has got everybody. He's fighting on all fronts. All fronts, so he really can't be nobody because everybody wants him. And he won against insurmountable odds, the super PACs, you know, against the both elite in both parties, you know, to the party bosses, you know what I mean, to the system, to the anti-biased media, double standard media. No one is being criticized like Donald Trump other than myself. I didn't get the gas statue for no president, but from the time that I stepped out of the goddamn penitentiary, they've been on my ass before I went to penitentiary, when they were bumming my house and shooting me with the gangsters and the mob. Yeah, all the same thing, man. I welcome what he's doing for America because he's giving the spirit a reawakening. You know what I mean? Here you got what you should be mad about is Alabama that's got legal white supremacy. And they got your name right on there. You got in there, no Jews, no blacks, you know, even their own woman, white woman, she's got to be treated because she shouldn't be sullied in this nasty politics. So they bullshit her by pushing up on the vanity of white pride and privilege, but at the same time, she ain't got no rights. They still fighting to give her rights. They can't get her rights. I mean, so you got it written down there in law. That's what everybody should be shooting at. You know what I mean? Because the rest of the nation is throwing a rock and hiding their hand. They act like they're going to be with black life is worthless. When you say black life matters, all life matters. But by law, the black life is worthless. Shiftless, worthless, and no account. You can't get around it. You know what I mean? You see it happening. They kill blacks with impunity and no consequences. You know, because the law says that it's not but no value. It ain't like me making it up and saying about the color, this and that, and other. They got it legally by law, by the text, the context, and how it goes, and what the conditions is, and what produces this situation. That's what we have, John. You know what I mean? So they ain't gonna get around it. So that's why I make my arguments where they be irrefutable, because they cannot you repudiate it. Because I'm not me saying it. I got it where it's written, documented. You know, and I got them saying it. What the doctrine and ideology of white supremacy is. You know what I mean? And so much so, all I do is go get the 1901 convention and get a guy named John B. Knox, who was the attorney for the convention, and say, what do we want? We want white supremacy. How do we get white supremacy? We got to go to every county, everything. We got to do this. He said, then we get it. We use the blacks as the poster boy. He said, but the poor whites, they're ignorant and they're inferior, because they're not in that class. So they use a class struggle on the poor whites. You got to use the white woman and say, we can't use that white woman because we don't know what she do. We know what them blacks don't do, but we don't know what that white woman would do. So we got to leave her out. She can't be enfranchised. Now, then you got to go, when you fight that, but the rest of the nation doing the same thing. New York Times, irreducible racism is growing and permeating the whole country. The primary election between Eric Cantor and David Bratt. David Bratt was a college professor. You know, never been no politician, just like Trump. And the people in Virginia elected him over the number one man behind John Boehner.